Hi folks, G3 here. Welcome to the next step in the journey I take to go green. Now, like most people, I've been used to convenience and not looking too much into the environmental impacts of products I've been using. Well, I'm now going to try and change that, and I'm sharing my experiences as I learn about some small steps I can take. Now, I don't profess to be perfect, and I'm not telling you what to do, but every small step we make, it's a step in the right direction, isn't it? Well, in this video, I test an alternative to toothpaste in tubes. I was keen to reduce the amount of non-recyclable waste I produce, and toothpaste tubes were one area that concerned me. A little history lesson first. Prior to the 1890s, toothpaste came in jars. Then aluminium tubes were introduced and became popular. During World War II, owing to metal shortages, a mix of metal and plastic started to be used. And in the 1990s, this shifted to them largely being laminate, either polyethylene laminate or aluminium laminate. Now, I couldn't locate stats for the UK, but in the United States, it's estimated that over 1 billion tubes are thrown away each year. As these tubes are often made of different types of plastic, as well as containing a metal layer, they aren't recyclable. There have been some advances though, with Colgate and TerraCycle offering a recycling scheme. TerraCycle sort the materials, shred and melt the plastics into pellets, which are then used for new plastic products. This isn't for low volume household use, but communities can come together to collect en masse and send to TerraCycle. For example, schools, charities, local authorities could sign up to the programme. Collect the tubes, download a free shipping label, then send in the used items. Pump action toothpaste tubes are easier to recycle. They can be popped in the recycling bin if your local authority collects plastic. Now, when I researched further, it was clear that there are other considerations beyond the recyclability of the tubes. Typical toothpaste ingredients contain between 20 and 40% water to keep it all moist and squeezable. This means that every toothpaste tube that is transported from manufacturer to retailer and stored on the shelves takes up more space than it needs to. Reducing that by 40%, reducing the number of trucks needed to transport it on the roads, reducing the amount of space needed to store it on the shelves. Who wouldn't want to do that? Now, I'd heard about toothpaste tablets, so after a little bit of Googling, I located some at the Plastic Free shop. Now, I've included a link in the notes below. Now, these tablets were Dent Tabs, which are made in Germany. The loose tablets are sent to the Plastic Free shop in a large paper bag containing 10,000 tablets. They decant these into aluminium bottles for sale. They also sell 2-month refill bags, which are ready packed by Dent Tabs. These are paper with a cornstarch polymer lining, which protects them from moisture. This means these toothpaste tablets are plastic free and able to be composted. Yay! It's great to see that Dent Tabs ship their tablets CO2 neutral. This means they pay to offset the emissions made during transportation. Brushing your teeth with fluoride toothpaste is one of the most effective ways of preventing tooth decay, so I was keen to find a tablet containing it. Some toothpaste tablets don't contain fluoride, but these do. So now, let's take a look at these tablets. As they don't contain water, they don't use preserving chemicals. They're also free from germ-inhibiting substances, binders, aluminium and nanoparticles or gluten. They're also vegan-friendly. Result: to use them, you take one tablet and chew it between your front teeth until you feel no more crumbs and it becomes paste-like. You then brush your teeth with a wet toothbrush as usual. The tablets feel similar to regular toothpaste, but you won't find them foaming up. But they're still working their magic though. Spit it out after use, but don't wash out your mouth. You want the fluoride to have its full effect, so don't wash it out. Now, let's look a little deeper into the ingredients. I'll take you through Dent Tabs' own explanation as to why they've used each ingredient. Microcrystalline cellulose polishes your teeth ultra smoothly into the interdental spaces. This is why new particles simply roll off the tooth surfaces and plaque can hardly be created in the first place. It's refined wood pulp, which is a naturally occurring polymer, so it's biodegradable, unlike most synthetic polymers. As a raw material, it's plentiful and produced mainly from softwood trees like pine. It can also be made from agricultural waste materials, which is a more environmentally friendly option. Hopefully, in future, we'll see it being mainly sourced from these waste products. Next, sodium bicarbonate adjusts the pH to 5.5 with vitamin C, which is provided through citric acid. This regulates the pH value together with sodium bicarbonate and stimulates the salivation. The increased flow of saliva causes a faster remineralization of the tooth surfaces. Sodium bicarbonate is made from the minerals narcolite and trona, which doesn't mean much to me, but this is then refined into soda ash, which is then turned into bicarb of soda. Now, these minerals are mined, so they're not renewable resources. I'm sure we'll find this a lot on our journey to reduce our impact. Whilst the product may be a step in the right direction, it will still have some aspects that impact the environment. I think the benefits of the tablets, reducing by 40% the transport, the storage, the water, they're a step in the right direction. Of course, citric acid is naturally occurring in citrus fruits, so that seems fine to me. The next ingredient, silica, serves as a cleaning agent and helps to remove any soft plaque. It's basically sand, but you can get it from sandstone, granite, plants, or even make it synthetically. Sodium lauryl glutamate, known as Amisoft, is a soap that combines the dissolved proteins and fats with water to flush them out while rinsing. In Amisoft, glutamic acid is mixed with coconut fatty acids. It's derived from coconut oil, so to my knowledge it's not of any environmental concern. In this chemical process, two naturally occurring substances are combined, losing their original properties. Denttabs are keen to point out that glutamate should not be confused with the flavour enhancers used in the food industry. Denttabs are glutamate and gluten-free. Magnesium stearate is a herbal additive used in tablet manufacturing. It's made from a reaction of stearic acid, which is one of the most common forms of saturated fat in nature, and magnesium sulfate. So it's broken down very easily, so it's not an environmental issue either. It is basically used to combine ingredients together evenly in tablets, rather than the mixture of chemicals lumping together unequally. Sodium fluoride is used to remineralize the enamel and can help in other ways as well. Xanthan gum is a natural thickener and gelling agent and provides the creaminess after chewing the tablet. It's made by fermenting sugars such as glucose by a particular strain of bacteria. The feedstock for the bacteria can often be made out of waste from the food industry, such as whey, which is a waste product of cheese production. Then there are a range of ingredients to add flavour and smell. These are eugenol. It's part of the natural mint flavour, along with menthanol and mint aroma. Eugenol is naturally found in clove oil and other similar spices such as cinnamon and nutmeg. Finally, there is stevioside, which is a sweet-tasting plant. Along with the aroma and menthol, it provides the taste. It comes from the stevia plant, mainly grown in South America and in some Asian countries. Its sweetening power, compared to sugar, is much more intense. So, a teaspoon of stevia will provide the same amount of sweetness as a cup of sugar. The upside is that a lot less stevia than sugar has to be grown to add to the same amount of sweetness. So you'd need about a fifth of the land that you would for sugar to grow stevia. Which also means less water is used to grow the crop than sugar as well. So, that's a rundown of the ingredients. Now let's talk about the impact on my bank balance. This isn't a money-saving move. It's all about the need to reduce my impact on the environment where I can. At the time of the recording of this video, I could get 6 months' supply of tablets for £15. That's 372 tablets for those who are counting. That's 4p per tablet, so 8p a day for 2 uses. Looking at a toothpaste tube, apparently you can get 175 pea-sized portions out of a 100 millilitre tube. If that costs £1.75, it's 1p per use, so 2p per day. So that's 4 times more expensive to use the tablets. But there's no plastic waste and reduced impact on the environment and supply chain. Of course, as more people start using tablets like these, economy of scale means the price will come down further. My choice was to go for 2 months worth of tablets. That's 124 tablets and an aluminium container. This cost me £6.75 from the plastic-free shop. But you should shop around because you might find a better deal for you. There's an extra benefit to these tablets when you're travelling for holiday or business. There's no need to fit a tube of toothpaste in your wash bag or buy a special sized travel tube. You can take enough tablets for your trip, which takes up much less space. Plus, it's not a liquid, so could go in your hand luggage. So, how do I feel about making the change? Is it something I'm going to do? Yes. I'm extremely impressed with the tablets. So much so, I've continued to buy them after my initial 2-month supply ran out. Whilst I'm sure they won't be to everyone's taste, if you're serious about reducing your plastic waste, then I think they're definitely worth testing. Well, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it or found it useful, please click like, share it, and subscribe to my channel for more hints and tips as I continue my journey to go green. See you soon!